Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Asher Wojciechowski gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Digging in, Adalberto Mondesi, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Gutierrez, the former Royal, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
George Springer the next to hit. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
High and deep to right center. Mancini moving back at the track, and it's gone. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Number 31 for him on the season. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Jay's off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up, and Toronto's off to the early 1-0 lead. Simeon Woods Richardson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And the throw takes the first baseman right into the charging path of the base runner, but he's able to make a nice swipe tag to record the first out.
Third baseman, Alberto.
The pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fouled off. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Mancini.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. In now, Bo Bichette. Lifetime versus this arm. He has a 3-for-12 line. He also has 1 home run. Chopper to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hayes on the run for it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
The first baseman, number 3,
Brandon Drury will bat next, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Line drive to center field. Hayes is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
Adalberto.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Here's a high pop-up. Alberto is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Blue Jays strand 3, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander.
The left fielder, Anthony Santander.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Giving chase is Hernandez, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Dwight Smith Jr. is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk is there. 2 down. So stepping in, Austin Wynns, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Orioles leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Kelvin Gutierrez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Here's George Springer, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Santander looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
And up steps Salvador Perez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A base hit in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the 3rd, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Specifically, power has been nowhere to be found. They entered the day with the lowest slugging percentage and fewest home runs in the league, which has led to a lot of media criticism, especially locally. One player told me, it's obviously a huge problem that we need to figure out as a group, but until we start driving the ball like we think we can, we need to find other ways to score runs and support our pitching staff. We'll see if they can show some signs of improvement as time goes on, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Andrew Velasquez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. He's got it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
0 for 1 here in the early going. High in the air into shallow left center. Hernandez is in pursuit. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Anthony Santander the next to bat. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you...
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest.
The designated hitter.
Standing in now, Dwight Smith Jr. as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game. Austin Hayes the next to bat. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 costly errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Hayes on the run for it. A leap, but it's off his glove. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 35 now on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Here's Randall Grichuk.
The right fielder, number 15. Randall.
Base hit into right center. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. At the plate, Brendan Drury. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Behind 0-2 now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
High and deep to center field. Hayes on the run for it. To the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
The 0-2 delivery. Drilled to the right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The third baseman.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box, Kelvin. Gutierrez as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like that.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Austin Wynns. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now batting, Andrew Velasquez. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Popped high in the air. Perez over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. 0-for-1 with a run scored thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still trail it here 4-3. Striding into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. test. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. Into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, the former World Series hero Salvador Perez. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the two-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the...
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Mancini moving back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with two away.
The first baseman.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but
meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the fifth after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. 1 run scores. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Last half of the fifth coming up. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now batting. The third baseman.
Digging in once again, Hanser Alberto. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. So coming to the plate, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He'll get it into second. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. For comparison, the Major League average is somewhere around 30%. Something they want to keep up as this game progresses, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
The bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And now they'll put the tag on the runner trying to sneak up to third, and he is out. My gracious, that's a questionable base running play, to put it kindly. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground is short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his second base hit of the afternoon. And as we call upon the Toronto leaderboard, you can see he ranks third on the team in that department. So now to the plate, Salvador Perez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Junior.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. On the run is Hernandez. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready once again, Austin Hayes. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a liner. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. This pitch is popped up. Drury waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So digging in now, Austin Wins. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Grounded weakly toward third. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sailed.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. At the plate now, Rio Ruiz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Popped up. Gutierrez moving to his left, and the inning is over. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9 due up to start the 7th. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Michael Givens is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his fourth and not.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hayes is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Into the box, Brendan Drury. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Jonathan Davis will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Skied into straightaway right. Mancini is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Hit in the air to left. Chasing after it is Santander. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Jonathan Davis will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Iglesias. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now that's popped up. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man could work a walk or lay down an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trey Mancini is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And it's now an 8-6 ball game. Ready now, Anthony Santander. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here comes the first pitch. Dwight Smith Jr. comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Waiting on it is Hernandez. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready now for Baltimore. Austin Hayes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, he brought it back. But the Orioles push across. Tanner Scott will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Number 66.
Stepping in, Kelvin Gutierrez. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Takes this the other way to right. Mancini is there, 2 down.
The batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And now it'll be the catcher, Austin Wins. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Win.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Andrew Velasquez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Roberto Velez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. The 0-1 hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 9-6 ball game. At the plate, Hanser Alberto. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and a strike. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Lifted in the air to right field. Richard will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that in. Run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. Paul Fry comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
The designated hitter.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
The right fielder, number 15.
Riding in once again, Rendell Gritchick. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
0-1's the count.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Orioles have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The O's used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Michael Givens claims the win out of the pen, his first. Simeon Woods Richardson turned in 7 2/3 innings of very good work, but still takes the loss. Paul Fry earns the save out of the bullpen, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 7 runs on an even 20 hits, 3 errors. They left 11 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.